Hello, everybody. All right, so in this series, we are talking about the simple present tense, a grammatical usage that is most frequently confused, especially with the beginners. All right, so in this video, we're going to look at how you can make negative sentences using the simple present tense or the present simple tense, whichever way you want to call it, is just the same. Now, when you're making the present simple tense, what you have to do is using a helping verb, do or does. Again, depending on your subject. So, if your subject is he, she, or it, then you're going to use the helping verb does. And because we are making this a negative sentence, for any negative sentence, we're going to put a not after the helping verb. So does not. Then we're going to put the verb the way it is without changing anything to the verb. So if we've got the word play, it's going to be does not play. But because we've got does, then we can use he or she or it at the beginning of the sentence. Let's have an example. So we can say, she does not play basketball every day. Or, he always doesn't speak fast. All right? He always doesn't or does not speak fast every time. It usually does not run. Okay? So these are the examples of how you can make a simple present tense in the negation form or the negative forms. All right? So what is the structure? The subject, does, the negation not, the verb in its basic form, and then you can add other details afterwards, which we can call them objects. So sometimes you can add an object or no object. Okay? So how about when you're using the pronouns or the subject, I, you, we, or they? Then the form of the helping verb is going to be do, right? And then because this is a negative sentence, we're going to say do, and then we're going to add not. After the not, we're going to put our verb in its basic form. Let's have an example. So let's say, for example, I say, I do not speak Spanish. So, I do not speak Spanish. Spanish is my object. If I want, I can put Spanish there, or I would just leave the end the way it is, and I'm going to say, I do not speak. But if I want to tell people what or why I do not speak, then I can add the object afterwards. So we're saying, I do not speak Spanish. They do not work hard, right? We usually play football every day. We do not play football every day. Now, in the spoken language, people want to do things very quickly. So this one brings the necessity of shortening some words, whether or where possible. And the words which can be shortened, or the words which can be constricted in the present simple tense, especially in the negation form, are do not, it's going to be don't. Does not, it's going to be doesn't. Okay? Yeah, so these are the words which we can actually constrict. In the next video, I am going to talk about how we can make questions in the present simple tense. All right? The questions of you or warranting you to give a yes or a no answer question. I hope this video was useful, and if it was, please do not forget to subscribe, and I cannot wait to see you in the next lesson. Cheers.